Welcome to a disaster that will hopefully soon turn into something beautiful and lovely that I will want to look at on my door every day. I am going to be making a wreath like I did last year for the holiday season, the winter holiday season, Christmas more specifically for me anyways, but I am going to be making a fall wreath because beautiful, and fall is my favorite season, so I am very excited. Got a bunch of stuff from Michael's. I've got my little Halloween themed Pusheen GUND surprise plushies that I had gotten, I think that was 2 Halloweens ago, and I'm excited to finally put these to use. I think these were the 5 that I got personally, and then I got the little candy corn and the pumpkin Pusheen off of eBay, if I'm remembering correctly. I am going to be using these little jewelry clasp things. Apparently are supposed to be earrings, but I'm going to use these to fasten the Pusheens onto the wreath. Everything I got aside from the Pusheen plushes, it was from Michael's on super duper sale. All of the fall accessories and stuff were 40% off, plus the lady at the register was super nice and gave me a huge discount by signing me up for the Michael's program. Essentially, I saved like over $100, so I was very excited, but I just grabbed a wood wreath, or a stick kindling wreath, I don't know what you would call it. I don't know how much of this stuff I'm gonna be using, but probably most. I really like everything anyways. I wanted it to be like semi-floral because some of you know the colors, the purples and stuff in the Pusheens, and I just like the flowers. So I got these little dusty purpley colored flowers, and I got these little dangly mabobs, which I really like, in a really soft rosy pink color. I've got all of my metal things, my clippers and my twisters and whatnot, hot glue gun, all of the essentials for the wreath making. Got some pine cones and acorns. Got some wire to attach some of the stuff with. I've got a wreath hanger. I've got some more fall looking leaves and whatnot. I love all these little garlands. Look at these with the little acorn, or not the acorns, the little mushrooms. I thought they were so cute. And then this one with all the little pumpkins. Oh, so adorable. And then just some little cotton ploufs that we can intersperse throughout there. So there's what I'm gonna be working with. I am excited to get started with you all and also to answer your questions. All right, so to recap, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to making wreaths. I'm literally just grabbing things and putting them onto the frame, and we'll see how it turns out. So, can you actually see it now? Initial thought with this is to have those kind of dangling off the side. And look how cute this wreath hanger is. It's got little pumpkins on it. All right, so first off, probably the most requested or asked question here on my channel at all, period, is that you all want me to show you my collectibles. I hear you, I understand, I just don't have them set up yet. It's kind of been a last priority figuring that out. I know where-ish I'm gonna be putting them in my new place. However, I've been situating the rest of my life here at the apartment before that. That will just be the icing on the cake when I finally am able to get to it. So I will. I did an Instagram story quite a long while back over on my Instagram. Obviously, it's an Instagram story. But if you want to see at my old place how I had things, go to my saved stories in the not cat related, so that's what it's called, not cat related, and go through there, and there will be a good little section of stories where I show you how I had things displayed on shelves and all of that. I also had a handful of people asking me if I think that collectibles are overpriced, what's the long-term value of these collectibles, and how do I choose which ones to invest in, that kind of stuff. Mainly, I mean, I choose the ones that I choose just because I either think they're cute or I love the franchise that they come from, you know, like Pokemon, the Pusheen stuff, but at the same time, it's like even though I do collect some Pusheen things, I don't collect all Pusheen things, because I do like to kind of not keep it to a minimum, but just make sure that I actually like the things that I'm buying and I'm not buying them just because they're Pusheen, do you get what I mean? And then same thing with like Pokemon, you know, there's a bunch of different Pokemon things that I definitely don't collect, you know, like in terms of remints and that sort of a thing. Like they've got the terrarium ones, which I just am not interested in, you know. I want to save collection space for ones that I actually really like them, like the trees, the series of Pokemon trees that they've come out with or started coming out with. I'm so excited. I ordered the third one, which is kind of Halloween themed, spooky fall themed, so that'll be very fun to unbox with you all once it gets to me. Yeah, in terms of, you know, investing and whatnot and how much do I think these are going to be worth in the future, like Beanie Babies and all that, I personally don't care, just because I don't plan on ever getting rid of them, slash even if I do end up having to get rid of them someday, I won't be doing it because I want to. It'll be, you know, maybe I just have to downgrade, life circumstances have changed, etc. I doubt that any of the collectibles I have gained any value, especially because they've been unboxed and, you know, sitting out and whatnot. And do I think collectibles are overpriced? Oh, heck yeah. I mean, they know that. They can price them up, the companies, because they are collectibles and they know that people want them. So they're definitely overpriced for what they are, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change that, you know what I mean? And then I also got a question that broke my heart from a fellow Gemini, asking if I'm ever gonna say that's enough and rehome all of my collections. No! I mean, never say never. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe there'll come a day where I have to downgrade, you know, or downsize, and my collectibles will have to go. And if that's the case, it will be a really sad day for me, but you know, it'll be what it will be, and I'll take it as it comes when slash if the day ever comes. But yeah, in terms of like enough is enough type of a thing, I mean, I could definitely see myself getting less interested in these things, in terms of I tend to have that kind of a personality where I get really interested in something and I go crazy with it, I go bonkers, be it with collectibles, be it with makeup, be it with certain anime or whatever, and then I kind of peter or fizzle out. I think most things are like that, honestly. I'm trying to decide if I just want to do like this whole bouquet of poofs on here. I think I do want to have kind of a bouquet centerpiece. Then I think the smart thing to do would be to keep them all together, right? And then just like somehow strap it onto here. Like I said, my friends, I really don't know what I'm doing. If you didn't believe me before, let me reiterate. Or maybe even, I was thinking it might be cool to have this like dangling inward in the circle, like this. I don't know, I kind of like it. Something about it really reminds me of Halloween and like spookiness. I don't know why. Maybe like the silhouette of a corn. What am I thinking of? I really honestly don't know. But like that, I think that might be really cute. Okay, I'm gonna do it. My little Pusheens out of the way. Oh yeah, no, that's, yes, I have done a thing and I like it. Oh wow, cool. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. I thought it was gonna be like a single thread. Oh, that's so interesting. So it'll just like wrap around. Ooh, cool. Probably use so many crafting things in ways that you're like not supposed to. I don't know. With most things in life, I'm a very much like read the instructions first kind of a person. But in other things of life, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just give it a try, give it a whirl, learn as we go. And this is one of those things, this whole wreath making process. But I have been enjoying it, honestly. Oh, such cute little ploofs. Okay, I am all sorts of losing my train of thought. I apologize. But I got questions about whether or not I was going to pick up or collect the Halloween Unicornos / other Halloween themed series. I am not, mainly because Halloween isn't really, I mean, I love the fall season. I think, did I say this? It is one of my very favorite seasons, if not my favorite, fall and winter. Those are the two that have my heart anyways, but Halloween in particular, I mean, it's not like I decorate my place based on Halloween. This wreath is gonna be the extent of it. So that's why I'm not collecting any, or why I didn't get the Halloween unicornos. I think there was like one of them that I kind of wanted, but that's not enough for me to want to go and stock the collection release and all that. So no, I did not get any of those. And one of the reasons why I'm not gonna get extra things that I don't want is not only A, you know, space savings, that I have room for things that I do enjoy, but also many questions about dusting. I hate dusting so much. I don't dust nearly as much as I should. I am a huge vacuumer and sweeper, but I will admit my dusting skills are, they could improve. I'll say that much. So unfortunately, I don't have any like super special magic dusting tricks. It's just annoying. You just have to do it. I mean, if anyone else has actual like dusting hacks for these small collectibles, let us all know in the comments below, because we are apparently all wondering the same thing, if there is a way to make it any easier on us. I don't think there is, but hey, I could be wrong, and this is one time that I would actually be very happy if I was wrong. I also got a question from Brandy asking if I have a favorite collection of all time, and also how many collections do I have in total. I have no idea. For the most part, any collections of things that I do have, I have unboxed here on my channel. So basically as many videos as you see, that's how many collections I have. I mean, I do know, like, separated out, you know, I collect Tokidoki, and more specifically, I collect the unicornos and certain mufia slash food related ones from Tokidoki. I collect certain Pusheen things, I collect Pokemon things. I really don't think I can pick a favorite. Of all of my collections, I feel like that's asking to pick a favorite child. I just can't do it. But I do really, really love all of my, like, collective Pokemon ones, like the Steps remints or the trees, or I just got those Eevee ones, the sleeping Eevee ones. I can't wait until they make the next collection, which you all let me, well, I think one of you let me know that they are making another one with the other evolutions to it, so I'm very pumped about that. Can you hear the crows? They are excited about fall too. I also got a question from ZL, kind of a long one, but happy to answer for you. Duplicates that I get, like I always say in my videos, I do giveaways with them. So I have given away many, many, many of my duplicates to you viewers, and it always makes me so happy when you all say that you are excited to receive them, or that you got them in the mail and you love them, blah, blah, blah. Seriously, just makes my day that I can spread that joy. It's like I spent the money already, and I know a lot of people say, you know, Cassie, why don't you sell them, you know, get some of your money back? And it's just like, I don't know. I would feel kind of weird doing that, just since, you know, with this channel being what it is, you know, I do get to write these things off as tax expenses. Now, that being said, a lot of people hear that and they then think, oh wow, you get all this stuff for free. No, 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 that is not how it works, not even in the slightest. I wish. I mean, that would be wonderful, writing stuff off as a business expense like that, but it's the tax that you get from those purchases that gets written off towards the stuff that you would be paying the government otherwise for your taxes, and even that, it's like if you don't hit the threshold or whatever, they take it all anyways, and so it's not like I get that I do have to actually like spend my money on these things. But even that being said, I just would feel very strange selling them. That's the same with like on my makeup channel. I would feel really just not good if I returned all of the foundations that I tried and didn't like, type of a thing. So I just end up giving them to family, friends, that sort of a thing. Because I don't, it would feel like I was scamming, you know, like making money off of something and then returning it to get that money back to make even more money. Like, it just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know whether it's legal or not to do that. I just don't like the feeling of it. I guess that's my own moral compass kicking in, but oh, she's coming together, you guys. I have a ploof and I'm thinking, wow, we're almost done. No, we're not. Not even close. And also, where do I typically buy blind boxes? I buy them everywhere, but usually I get them from Barnes & Noble, and then I can use my Barnes & Noble discount. I also get them off of eBay sometimes, like the ones that I get directly from Japan. There's also a wonderful site. I'm not sponsored by them. I do wish I was. That, I mean, I do use them, so why not? But it's called Modes for You. You will see it on the screen here in text, but they're great. They do, you know, international shipping and all that, and the stuff comes straight from Japan, so it's super authentic and all that. Then, speaking of money, I got a question from Crystal asking if I think YouTube's incoming changes to child-focused content will impact this channel of mine. I honestly don't know. Like, I have no idea. I know to a lot of people this seems like a kid's channel because, you know, it's about toys, even though I don't use my collectibles as toys. Like, I use them as display art type things, but you know, everyone has their opinions and that's okay. But so I don't know what YouTube will do with my channel in terms of monetization. I would hope that I wouldn't get demonetized. I think for the most part, it seems like the changes that are going to be happening are with comments sections, so I might not be able to have a comment section anymore, but I think that's mainly just for channels that actually like show children on their channel, in which case I am a-okay and I will not be harmed or impacted, I guess the better word would be. But yeah, I mean, time will tell, you know, YouTube is always changing and sometimes the changes that they make are very unfortunate, but there is nothing us creators can do. We just kind of have to, unfortunately, grin and bear it. Then a couple of questions here related to anime and manga. The lovely Leaping Lily has asked if I have a favorite Pokemon. I do, but it's no, I mean, I don't have like a favorite. I have a handful of favorites. I have always loved Eevee and the Eeveelutions. I've always loved Raichu, Gyarados, Pidgeot, really most of the really cute ones. Like all of the baby Pokemon, I really love them. You know, like little Cleffa, Igglybuff. I also had a soft spot for Totodile. I always used him as my starter for that gen. So yeah, those are some of my faves, and then also had a lot of people asking me if I could do like a manga bookshelf tour. I certainly could. I mean, that would be its whole separate own video, but absolutely, if you guys want to hear me talk about my favorite anime and manga, I sure can. I just found out, I mean, on my move here, when I moved to this new place of mine, you know, I've been with Xfinity for forever now with my internet and that sort of thing, but I never pay for cable TV because it's so freaking expensive. But just because I moved, I ended up being able to get a deal or, you know, latch onto one of their offers where not only am I paying about 30 bucks less than I was paying at my old apartment for the exact same internet speed that I had there, but now I also have cable TV with like, what's it called? The recording system, DVR and on demand and whatnot. And it's just like, it's just so frustrating. It's like, really? I had to move in order to get this, even though I've been like a loyal customer of yours for how long now? How many years? I mean, whatever. So I've been enjoying having TV once again. And I just found out that on demand they have all of Dragon Ball Z. They don't, as far as I know, they don't have Dragon Ball, but they've got all the stuff with like Raditz and Vegeta and Nappa, and so I'm like going crazy. That's where I am right now. I'm like 8 episodes in, but like I'm rewatching the Dragon Ball Z series, and it has been so wonderful. I cannot wait until I get to the Cell Saga. Like, this was my childhood, my friends. I would get home from school and I would watch Dragon Ball Z with my brother. I loved Dragon Ball Z. It is so funny to me to rewatch it now that I'm older. And especially now too, because at least, you know, they redid the, so I rarely watch anime dubbed, but I have to watch Dragon Ball Z dubbed because that's what I grew up with, and the voice actors are so hilarious and awful but wonderful because of that. It's just so corny, I guess is what I should say. I shouldn't make fun of their voice acting because that is a skill, and they clearly are talented enough to be on a beloved show. But so yeah, I have been falling back in love with that series. And I mean, I've talked a lot about, you know, my favorite other series before. One called Fushigi Yugi was one of the firsts outside of, you know, what I could watch on Toonami, because that's pretty much all we had access to in my generation for anime. So outside of Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z and Outlaw Star and whatever else they aired, I watched and read and fell in love with Fushigi Yugi, like I said. I love Haikyuu. That's one of my favorite series just ever. I think My Hero Academia is probably my favorite series of all time. I just love it. Sarah, you specifically asked me like what draws me to a series and that sort of a thing. And for me, it's mainly, you know, the plot can really be about most anything. I definitely do like slice of life type shows the most, but obviously, you know, with Dragon Ball Z, I like some martial arts type stuff. I liked that in Samurai Champloo as well. That's an amazing series if you haven't watched it. Music in it is wonderful. I cried when I think he would be considered the main composer maybe, but he passed away, oh god, a while ago. Maybe it was in like 2000, I don't know, I shouldn't say. But his music is incredible. I listen to his music a lot. It's just really good, like chill beats, I guess. But yeah, I think what mostly draws me into different series are the characters. Like that's what I really end up falling in love with. Are the characters lovable? Even the villains, you know, like in Dragon Ball Z, Nappa is freaking hilarious, like as a villain, and Frieza and Cell. I love Cell. I can't wait till we get to the Cell games so that I can watch him again. And so yeah, it's just all of the characters. That's what makes the biggest difference to me in a series and whether I'm gonna fall in love with it. Like I said, you can have the plot be about whatever. If the characters are good, the series is good. If you ask me, I also am hugely drawn to the soundtrack of a series. If it's not a manga, obviously, that I'm starting off with. Any soundtrack that can really get me hyped. It'll get me hyped not only on the episodes, but also on the series as a whole. Especially, what is it called? The jump, run, jump, let me look it up. I don't want to get copyrighted, but yeah. You say run, Jet Set Run. When we get into this here, like, are you kidding me? I get so freaking hyped whenever I hear that song. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much, and it just reminds me of the different parts where it plays, like especially during the sports festival tournament arc, and like I just, so a good soundtrack really gets me going. And what else? Oh, art, obviously. If it's got a bad art style, I can't watch it. I just can't. That good, smooth animation, oh yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. So yeah, a variety of things gets me interested, but those are the main reasons that I'll end up staying with an anime. Can you all like kind of see where my head is at with this wreath? I wanted to have a ploof and then with the purples and stuff, but then turning into the fall colors with the fade into the browns and the reds, and then just have some of these big boy leaves interspersed. What I like to do when I make wreaths, like I've made so many of them, I like just sticking all of the things in and then I'll end up gluing them in. I like to be able to rearrange and not be committed. Like that leaf right there, I don't think I'm keeping it there, but it will be there for now and then I can move it. And then I'll just hot glue things from here once I am satisfied with the outcome of my creation. Lulabelle also asks a very good question in regards to whether or not I feel judged about these collectibles and just enjoying and collecting, you know, like childish or little kid things. You know, I do every now and then, you know, when I'm going through Target or Barnes & Noble, like I can definitely feel anxious, embarrassed, that sort of a thing, you know, like, oh my god, what are people thinking of me? And then I just remember, you know, we're all human. For all they know, I am buying this for a child. I do have a kid at home that I'm buying these things for. Now, granted, I don't, I'm buying them for me, but you know, that always helps me make me feel better. But in the long run, it's just one of those things where it's like, you just have to remember, we all have our own likes and dislikes, you know? While other people are gonna be judgmental over these things, it's like they probably like something that we would judge them over, or not judge. At least I don't judge people based on their likes, not in that sense anyways. You know, obviously I'll judge them like, oh my god, we'll get along totally well because we love these 8 different things that are the same. But not judge like, oh my god, you like that? Ew. You know, like that's just so stupid. I spent so much of my life never talking about anime because I was so embarrassed that like I liked it because that was such a nerdy thing and blah blah blah. I just end up getting looked down upon because of it, which is so stupid. You know, who cares? I don't know why there's such like a stigma against people liking childish quote unquote things. I think it's great to be young at heart. I think it's invigorating to be able to have love for the cutesy, kidsy things or whatever. I mean, not only then does it make it more fun for us if we ever end up having kids, but also it's just good to have passions at all, you know? Like people who will make fun of anime and manga and that sort of a thing. I've noticed anyways that a lot of the times they don't have any passions of their own at all, aside from judging people. Which camp would you rather be in? Would you rather be in the camp of loving anime and manga and collectibles and whatever else, kids things? Or would you rather be in the camp where you literally have no hobbies, no passions, no interests, other than judging what other people's hobbies and passions and interests are, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just think it's all very silly. But like I said, I certainly do still feel judged and I get worried about judgment, you know, like especially with dating and whatnot, you know, like what is the person gonna think if they ever come over to my place and they like see all these collectibles and stuff. But like at that point I would like to think that if I ever invited someone over to my place, they would already know that about me, that I love those sorts of things, so it won't be like a big surprise or anything. And same with the friends that I have, you know, like my friends don't judge me for this stuff, at least not that I know of. They've got their own interests and loves and hobbies that, you know, I might not enjoy, and it's just, we just don't end up talking about them then, you know, we're not gonna bore each other with that sort of a thing. We connect on other areas of life and friendship and all of that, and that's what we're friends for. We celebrate our differences, you know, that's what makes it all fun and exciting, is to be able to, you don't talk their ear off about these things, like letting them know, like, hey, I'm really excited, there's this new collection out, and then you know, leave it at that or whatever, talk about it more. Whew, so you guys, are we still here? Are we still interested in this wreath? I don't know how it's turning out, to be completely honest. I can't really see what I'm doing anymore. Like, we've gotten to that point where the newspaper's distracting, other things, I'm so distracted. But, okay, in terms of crafting, I got a question about would I maybe do more craft videos in the future? Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you guys want to see it, heck yeah. I am a crafter by nature and at heart, so I can absolutely do more crafts with you all. If that's something you would enjoy, I can do it here on this channel, I guess. I don't know that it would really fit into my other channel, but then also, before I start zhuzhing things and putting final touches on, I got a question about my favorite art mediums, wet and dry and all that. I am primarily a watercolor, oil painter, and also pencil / charcoal artist. That is what I enjoy using personally. All right, zhuzh time, because this is not what I want. Okay, so that took way more zhuzhing than I could have ever imagined, but basically we got it here. I think I got it to flow. I realized things needed to come forward. I had shoved them in the back, but I got everything all glued in. We've got a few of these cute little mushrooms. We got some pumpkins, and I am just excited to show you this without the newspaper in the background, and also to put the little Pusheens on here. So let's go to my door. I already hung up my little pumpkin wreath holder. Now, moment of truth. I did it! Oh, I think that's pretty. Oh, yay. yay! I am so happy with it. What do you guys think? I really like the colors of it, and I just think it balanced out nicely. I love these little thingies hanging in the center. I'm glad those worked out. Like these little ploofy things. And yeah, let's put Pusheen on it. Make it even better. Ta-da! Oh, I am so pleased. Look at the little Halloween Pusheens. Look at them. Be pleased with me, please. They look so cute on the wreath. Oh, I am so happy. Oh, what a lovely thing to come home to and to see before leaving. Oh, they're so cute. I really hope that Figaro doesn't try and jump up and destroy them. Probably will, but oh, they're just too cute. And as a whole, I just find this delightful. I think it's really pretty. You may think otherwise, but that's okay. It's my wreath. And overall, I just hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing me put this together, at least a little bit initially. Like I said, I am really happy with the way it turned out. And as always, I am just so happy to be able to display my little GUND surprise plushes finally, my Halloween ones. They are too cute. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Share with your family, friends, whoever else you might think would enjoy this. Also, if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below, or the subscription bell. Or both, how about? You can go ahead and subscribe, become a member of my casserole family, be it here on this channel or my main channel. I would love to have you here, there, and everywhere. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!